Hello everyone, welcome back to episode number 90 of our Oxygen Not Included All Achievement Run. In this episode we have quite a few things to start off with. We're going to work on this homebrew of a petroleum boiler down in this section near the geothermal area, and we are going to also fill up this area and start creating what we want with the metal refinery. So we're gonna need some more steel probably before we complete that entirely. We also need some more water. There's only about 350 kilograms across the board in this row, so we're gonna let that continue. And what else are we doing here? We are turning it on. There we go. Let's take a peek around this area. Let's start adding some more iron to the queue. Making sure everything looks good, which for the most part it does. I don't see any issues, right? A lot of this stuff is staying pretty well temperate, which is what we want. Not getting too cold, not getting too hot, right? All right, I think we're in a good spot. All right, let's continue down here. What I want to do first is build these all the way across. We're also going to complete those. I'm going to make this too high. That way, if we need duplicate access, they can go inside and up and around if we need it to. We'll close it off because it's going to be very hot in that room, but then we can open that back up if we absolutely need to. So that's kind of what where my thought is, and we'll see if we need to change it at all, but I think that will be fine. So let's change the priority of this. All those were 9. We want to put at least all this across so that way it gets rid of the atmosphere and then it creates a vacuum, right? We already have a vacuum in here, but we want to make sure we keep it that way. That way there's no extra heat transfer going from any of the magma heat directly out here. And we want to preheat the crude oil coming in and so on and so forth. So it's kind of why we're making this very particular the way that we are. Let's come back up here for a second. I do want to change some of this piping. What we're going to do is allow the crude oil. We want more crude oil, right? So we need to add a pipe that goes all the way up and over and up and over and up. Right, I hope they can reach all of that. If they don't, we can fix that momentarily, but we'll just leave that for them to complete later on. Okay, all that's getting done pretty reasonably. Okay, so once this is all complete, we are going to let the oil flow in the pipes in the opposite direction of the petroleum, right? So we need to have insulated tiles all the way across here. So we'll do like 2 at a time, 2 at a time, 2 at a time, 2 at a time, and so on. And then once these are built, open this up for the second layer up top, and then that will be kind of what we want. So there we go. This is probably way overkill adding all this extra insulated tile. We can deconstruct it if we need to, but I would rather just leave that extra than not enough, right? Too much is better than not enough. Always, always, always. All right. I think we need to change the priority here again. Otherwise, they're gonna take their sweet time getting that completed. Let's check on the other base over here. How is everything looking? We've got food. Battery, let's see, we need hydrogen. So more hydrogen up here. Let's add a couple more of these. That way any of the extra hydrogen that comes up through this stuff can make its way to the top here. We have a lot of it up here, but oh man, that's super warm. Lots of regolith from the asteroids. And lots of copper. Let's look at our star map. Unknown object, unknown object. Okay, we are going to need to send rockets in and out so we can get to these materials. Sandy ore field, that's interesting. And you can see it's probably got slime in there and everything. So we can't really do anything with those until we update our rocket to a better, like the petroleum rocket, and that's kind of why we started doing that. Let's get rid of these, and were we able to figure out what this is? Hit that one, and then that should show us. Perfect. They've got quite a bit of stuff to do, so I'm not too terribly worried. I'm not going to mess with the rocket right now. Okay, all that is getting completed. Good. And we're going to make sure that there's no materials left around inside of this area. We definitely don't want that. Again, I did this to make it look nice and square because we want it to look some sort of presentable, right? Let's change the priority of those again to a 9. We want to get this done. All right, and the higher speed. Excuse me. Alright, so with those getting completed, we can kind of move on to the next part, which is... let's mop that up. Let's check on the water up here. Okay, they're at 500 kilograms almost. We'll need to wait a little bit longer. Because we want about 1,000 in each of them, right? This is where all the good amounts of heat replacement or heat reduction is going to happen with the steam turbines. We're going to have 2 of them. We should be able to cool them down without any issues with the water going in and out and out and out. I think we'll use crude oil here again. That's just because it's more efficient for those kinds of setups. So, almost done here. Alright. Wow, sure is taking quite a bit of time to make these temp shift plates. And then again, we're going to come back in here and make this too high so the duplicants can have access. There we go. Nice and easy, right? Then the next step will be, once these are dug out, then we can move the pipe or the insulated tile all the way across. Stop here temporarily. Probably put a ladder here. I mean, the ladder's not necessary. It's just to give them more access if we need it. We'll see. We'll see what we decide with those. We just want to make sure we keep this in a vacuum. And we need the delivery tile or the liquid vent here. That's the best spot for it. Alright, are we low on priority again? Yes, we are. Bringing the diamond down, I think. There we go. Yeah, diamond is great for these kinds of different builds that people make. What else are we doing? We are... Okay, we have plenty of power. All that is connected up. How's the hydrogen looking? Okay, it's getting lower and lower. But I'm glad we figured that system out a while ago. That was nice. It took a long time to figure out the flow to make sure it doesn't continue stop and go, stop and go. See, oxygen looks good. One of them is pretty much going out into the other asteroids, so that's kind of that main function and why it's continually going. Like one of those oxygen lines. Okay, cool. That's done here. Come on, we can do it. Alright, now that that's going to be done, we can make 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We can get rid of all that, and then we'll remove all the material, and then put our liquid vent right here, and then we're almost set and ready to try it out. Again, we need to change the priority again. I said that twice. Sorry for the redundancy. Enable auto harvest. Enable auto harvest. Let's actually move one of the grubs down here. There's a couple of these spindly grub fruits that we'll have free grub fruit. So we want to make sure that we move one of them over there. There we go. Oh boy. No, don't break those. We need those. Whoops. There we go. Again, we're doing this so we can get access for the duplicants. Just in case. I don't think we're gonna need it, but better to be safe than sorry, right? There we go. And then once all this is done, we will start removing all of this. There we go. Wow, that's it. They're able to pick up so much. And then we'll change this to a 9. And we are almost there. We need a plumbing, liquid vent, made it out of gold. There we go. And once all of that is set and done, then we build one more insulated tile here, and then we go all the way across, and then open this up. Maybe should we try and I mean, once we start, the liquid is going to just keep pushing in this direction, so it should be fine. I'm thinking about the carbon dioxide making its way in here, which we do not want, right? Alright, once that's finished up, it should be good to move at a 9, at a 9. Just get it all out of here. There we go. Let's do that again. All this at a 9. Ooh, man, I was so worried that this wasn't gonna work. So we're Kind of a little stressed out about that, but oh, we're almost there all the way across the board. Once all this water is filled up all the way, then we can just close it off. The vent, we just cut it off, and then we can start putting the other things in here, like the thermo Aquatuner, because that's what we want to do. We want to keep a metal refinery nice and cold with crude oil in a loop. The only thing that I'm not sure is if we want to use regular water, not regular water, pea water, or if we want to use crude oil for the loop inside the Aquatuner. Haven't fully decided about that yet. So we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's get some more seeds. Can never have enough. There we go. We'll grab all that stuff and get it out of here, and then we will be pretty close to ready. I think what I might do... I don't want this carbon dioxide flowing inside of here, so I should probably create a vacuum inside of this, and then like an actual vacuum all around this, and then not have to deal with it at all. That would probably be the best. Yeah, let's just start that. And we are going to create all that's in obsidian. We don't need obsidian for all of this. We just want igneous rock, so we want like this. Honestly, we don't even need it that big. We could probably... Yeah, we could probably do this and go up and over. Open this up in this direction. There we go. So what I want to do is create a area that's vacuumed out, right? So I'm gonna take a what's called a gas pump, and I'm just gonna pump out all of the carbon dioxide that's in here instead of worrying about the carbon dioxide going inside the system, right? And then what we'll do is we will send that out here with a high pressure vent, because if you do not do a high pressure vent, it'll probably overpressure and then it won't work. There we go. And then let's turn all this into a 9. And then the last part of this is to add a plumbing, and we want a liquid pump, which will go, let's go down 1. There we go. There, that's better. Then we'll put the liquid pump here for the petroleum. There we go. And then the last thing that we do is create another bottle emptier right here. My gosh, I missed a spot. Whoops. We need to go up one more. Whoopsie. Because if you don't go up one more, what ends up happening is it just falls out on the sides, and that's not what we want. There we go, that's better. And then on top of that we want plumbing Bottle emptier over here. There we go. Alright, and then this will get fixed with the gas pump. There we go. Actually, that gas pump might be better off if we put it down here, where majority of it is, right? There we go. All right, now everything needs to be a 9. So this is something that I love seeing. You know, we were like, oh, this is gonna be perfect, and then we have to change it and fix it again, right? And then down here will be the pump, which we will take care of after everything is vacuumed out and everything is in a liquid lock. This is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, but that's alright. We're on a fast speed, we're making power, we're making food. Not a lot of food for some reason. I think it's safe to say we ran out of Pacu eggs. Pacu. Yep. They're all on the other asteroid. So here's what we're gonna do. If we can, whoa, calm down, game. I'm gonna go back here. Fry eggs. There we go. We don't have any right now, but there's probably some in here. Yeah, we accidentally got rid of all of our Pacu, so we ran out of Pacu. Probably move on to like bristleberry or something of that nature if we get really low on the calories, but we've got a lot of mushrooms right now. Like a lot of mushrooms. Are they actually here? It's quite alright. We'll worry about that in a little bit. We want this done, right? So let's do 9. Actually, everything should be a 9. Nobody gets stuck. Actually, this. I don't want anybody to get stuck on either side, run out of oxygen, and all that other not fun stuff. Okay, where is the closest power? Is right here. There we go. And where are we going to store all this petroleum? Like right here for now. All right. So now we do crude oil. We need to make this a liquid lock, and everything needs to be done before we can actually turn it into a fully sealed area. Alright, 9 everything. There we go. Should be able to reach all of that without any issue. And then boom. Alright, how's everybody over here doing? Look alright. Plenty of food, that's for sure. All of these two are running right now. We took off the third one because it was too much on the grid. It was way over 1100 with most of the load moving at the same time. So right now we're just letting it build up a good amount of oil. And then if we look here, it's backfilled into a couple reservoirs. So once we have all of that set here, it's just going to keep flowing and flowing and flowing. And then we will need to turn it off if we need to. So I think a good option for that would be if we did just a quick little bit of automation. We can turn this on and off pretty easily with a switch, a signal switch. We just have to keep an eye on it, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Let's finish this up. We're getting close. So we're pumping out all of the gas here, so that way we can grab the petroleum when it drops out from right here over, without the carbon dioxide coming in and screwing up the temperature dispersion, I guess is what I'm going to call it. We don't want to mess with the actual amount of heat transfer between this everything. So getting a vacuum is pretty useful in that regard. Okay, they are completing most of this, so that's good. Just taking them some sweet time. All right, let's come up here and take a look. Oh, we are overfilled. Whoops. See what happens when you don't pay attention? Can you imagine if we were on the fastest speed setting, what would happen? All of that would be overfilled. Okay, we're gonna just get rid of, no, don't do that while that's open. What we wanna do is put one of those here, leave the ladder here, get rid of that ladder, and then we will put an Aquatuner in here along with 2 steam turbines. If we look at the power steam turbine, we probably want some more materials of better value. Oh man. I think that happens more often than it should. Alright. See how's the temperature over here. Yeah, everything seems to be pretty good. We're managing the temperature very well in most of these different areas. Okay, is that not a 5? No, it is a 9. Okay. It's just they have a lot going on, so we only have like 4 Atmos suits here, and that's partially why we don't have more than 3 duplicants down there at the same time. So we could probably make a copper suit. This probably got pretty warm up here, I'd imagine. No, not terrible. Okay. Let's make some more steel then. Alright, we're gonna move some of this around. Let's see, we want a utilities, thermal aquatuner, make that out of steel. Put that right here. Let me see, I think we have cobalt around here. What's the temperature? 1494. Oh yeah. That's what we're gonna use in here. Plumbing, radiant pipe, cobalt. We don't have a lot, but if we add it to the refinery, well, we have a ton of it. Okay, yeah, we need to take care of business there. All right, how's this looking down here? It's almost ready to start pumping out all of the extras, but we need crude oil here first. So let's do that. And then cut off the pipe here temporarily. This is going to give us a straight link to some of that extra crude oil. All right. Looks good. We're almost at a point. Again, I'm taking my time specifically because we don't want to make any mistakes and we want this done right the first time so we don't have to spend a ton of time fixing it if something goes wrong, right? And I think in most cases, in a lot of the different types of builds that you see, you don't get to see the problems that occur in most of those videos. So that's kind of why I'm stressing taking your time and making the decisions as you see them in more of an efficient manner than trying to let me just have everything built at the same time, right? Like you could just copy and paste what you see and be done with it. It means you need to make an informed decision when you're building specific types of, not just the boilers, but even these setups for the cool steam vents, or even the germ sensors with the liquid reservoirs. There's like a process involved in getting that stuff done, and without mods to guide you, I don't think it's very easy for people to make some of those different builds. I mean, I have some friends that struggle with it constantly. They're like, Dom, I need your help. I need your help fixing XYZ. And, of course I'll go and I'll do that. I'll walk them through, hey, you should do this. They didn't say that in the guide. Oh, I know. So that's kind of why you see this and you see me taking my time. And when you see the mistakes happen, I try to show how to fix them, because that's something that you can't really express enough of to anyone, and in most cases it's very important to be able to troubleshoot, right? And honestly, it's a life skill that a lot of people need in a lot of different scenarios, so hopefully it helps. Sorry on a little random tangent there. We're gonna continue in a moment. Continue with this once they start building all the things. Hurry, hurry, hurry. They're sure taking their time. This one doesn't need to be 9 though. We can do that after the fact. There we go. Thank you. My word, it took a lot longer than it should have. Alright, so once this is done, these extra pipes, what's going to happen is we're going to let the crude oil come in here, and then we'll create our liquid lock, and then we can start pumping out all of the extras. I don't know if they can reach this. They might be able to. All these priorities are priority 9. Wait. There we go. Okay, we've got a couple of these here. Perfect. Wait, did we miss that? Why did we miss that? It's like the duplicate started deconstructing and then it stopped. Now, I'm not sure why I decided to go with radiant liquid pipes here, but apparently that's what we're using. Oops. Alright, let's let them finish that. Did we get more cobalt? I think we did. Yes, we did. Alright, so... right? This is a simple setup that many people use for I'm thinking here, what am I trying to say? Many people use this setup when they want to create a metal refinery, and then it's a simple setup for cooling down the liquids inside the pipe, but it's the most efficient, I think, from what I've done my research on with crude oil. Now that we've kind of covered some of why we are going to be creating this setup here, let's come down here to where we're going to make our petroleum boiler. And I think in some of my testing, I've had some issues where the liquid pump would get too hot, and I think there's a couple of ways of fixing that. If we have another row of the petroleum rolling down, that will probably help with the temperature cooling off much quicker. So I think what we are going to do is change that up, or change this up entirely. Not entirely, but this section here. So we'll have an extra row of pipe cooling down. And the only reason that I want to make sure that we have enough cooling is if it's not gonna be able to pump, like if I make the liquid pump out of steel, it's just gonna damage, right? And then I have to keep rebuilding it over and over, and we lose steel that way. We don't want that, right? So I think after thinking it over, in my mind, it's going to make more sense to try and be more cautious as to how we do this versus not being cautious. So what we'll do is change this up a little bit and kind of go from there and see why our toilets are not working right. Or someone just needs to really use a toilet and they just haven't reached. Okay. Whoosh! To the bathroom! Okay, hold on now. That's where the germs are coming from, right there. I forgot to turn off the door. Are you stuck? You can't be stuck. Oh boy. Alright, that means it's gonna get messy up here. Alright, so let's go down a notch and kind of plan this out a little bit better. So before we continue, let's throw the high pressure gas pipe there, and then we will need some more room. I guess the more room we have, the better, right? So we'll have a liquid pipe probably up here, and will give us enough room to cool down the petroleum as much as possible, right? So I think that's going to be the route to go here. Please forgive my crazy change of mind at the last minute here. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to end up doing here. Since all this is in a vacuum, it'll be easy to kind of just move it around the way we want. Let's go like this. There we go. Alright, did we end up out of the suit? Man, there's ice right there. That's how cold it is over here. Yeah, it's a little bit warmer. That's alright. Alright, so what we're going to do is change the priority of all this to a 9. Right? Man, that's a lot of carbon dioxide. Maybe it would be good to put slicksters down here and eat it all. Just regular slicksters would be fine. I don't even need the other ones. I think once we have petroleum rockets, then it's probably going to be a better idea to use carbon dioxide for something like slicksters instead. So maybe we will end up doing something like that in the future. Haven't fully decided yet. Okay, it's all priority 9. Yeah, so again, what we've decided to do is make this taller, and we'll go up and around. And then the same thing here. We're going to change the piping a little bit. Just a little bit. And I'm not sure if this is where we're going to keep the liquid pump either. I'm just trying to be extra precautious. So let me know what you think about that, you know, about this whole setup. And if adding an extra layer or two of cooling down the petroleum with the insulated liquid pipes is a good idea. I think that that's the best route to go, just to give us an extra oomph. But that's just a thought, at least. All right, come on. Let's do a little bit faster. All right. Red, green, green. We should probably do some regular directlets. Oh, we have a regular larval egg. You know, we're gonna do that. We're just gonna throw them all the way down at the bottom and let them have their way with the carbon dioxide down here. Because having extra crude oil, I'm totally okay with. Alright, so what we're doing is we're changing gears a little bit. We are adding another loop. Once this is gone, we're all done. We can go up and up. Alright, so let's get rid of all of the extra pipe here. I don't think they'll be able to reach all of it. Again, this is experimental, so I don't know if this is going to work or if this is the best way to do it. I wanted to try something new without following someone else's guide. And again, please give me some feedback because I'd love to hear it. And the vacuum here is essential, right? It is super essential to have a vacuum. We'll probably need a way to cool down the petroleum if this doesn't cool it down enough. Let's see, do we have... How much have we made? I think it's pretty hot up here right now. We can probably do a little bit more steel. And then did we didn't change this pipe, so let's actually do that now. Let's get rid of... Oh man, that save gets longer and longer. We're going to get rid of all this. And you, and all of you. Yeah, we don't need any of this anymore, so that'll give us a good amount of regular copper back, refined copper. Okay, let's come back down here. What's priorities on everything? It is 9. Let's do that on all of it, yeah. Remove that liquid vent. So if we want to have 1, 2, 3. It's like reverse engineering this stuff. It's kind of crazy. Okay, and once this is made, then we can focus on changing it the best way. So that's gonna go radiant liquid pipe all the way across. So we're building up so we don't have to worry about the vacuum, right? There we go. Okay, same thing here. We're gonna go all the way across. Make this a 9. Yeah, I think this is essential to make it work right. Otherwise, the piping is not the piping, but the liquid pump gets too hot. And if you don't have a way of cooling it down here, then that makes it really difficult. So, let me know your thoughts, please. All right. Oh, we don't have those done right here. Perfect. So once this is all complete, we'll remove everything in here. Yeah, it's gonna take a hot minute, but that's all right. All right, how's everybody doing over here? We've got pips, we've got poke shells, natural gas. That's what I was thinking we could use from down here. So if we did that, it'd be really nice to allow natural gas into a reservoir of some kind. How would we do that? Would we just... I'm trying to think of the best way. You know what? We'll just build one right here. We'll build the reservoir for gases right here. And then... do we even have any ventilation down here? No, we do not. So that's good. We'll add a gas pump and a gas filter. Flip it around. And then we want to filter out... that, and there we go. So we'll get all the natural gas in here first, and then when that's done, we will send it into natural gas generators, and that'll provide us with more polluted water, right? Oh my gosh. Where's this water going? Oh, it's going up here. Okay. How's this doing up here? Pretty good. Alright, and then on the same token, all this needs to be removed, all this needs to be removed. And once this is a vacuum, we can get rid of the gas ventilation stuff. Okay, we don't need this here anymore. Perfect. This is becoming a little bit more cumbersome than I was anticipating, but again, I hope everybody doesn't mind trying something new and going, hopefully not regret that. Okay, down and up and over, right? And then it's gonna go up and over, and then that is gonna be where the vent is. And we have to do this in a specific order, which I'm okay with. We'll let them complete that, and that's like, it's gonna preheat, so then the petroleum's gonna boil up, and then it's gonna go over, and then it's gonna come down, and over, and down, and over here, right? And then what we're gonna do is change where the piping is. There we go. This might be unreachable. One of them might be unreachable, but it's fine. Should get both of those, yeah. There we go. All right, now let's do a 9. There we go. Much better. And we almost have this vacuumed out. Let's look at the materials overlay. See, all this over here is vacuum. All this is getting out of the area, so it should be good. Whoa. Oh, it was just telling us that was made out of copper. Got it. All right, what do we have going on up here? So, we've got all of that made. We should mop up all of that. And all of this. Let's get rid of you, and you, and you. Buildings, let's get rid of all this right here. It's kind of nice to have all that copper back. Power's looking good. We may send our duplicant back up into space here shortly. We always need more and more. What do we got? We got barbecue. Quite a bit in here. No surf and turf. It's fine. 14 kilograms. Yeah, the recommendation was to dehydrate the food, which I haven't used the dehydrator since they've added it. So that might be the route to go. There we go. Almost there. No, I don't need a refrigerator. So, now, what we are going to do is it's gonna go down and around and up and down, like down, over, up, right, over, no, up, over, up, drop off in here. And then we're going to have another layer of insulated tile right here. Shouldn't be too bad to make. We may need to add a ladder or two just to get it done right, but I'm okay with that. It's not a big deal. Alright. Most of that's done. Let's see power-wise. We don't want this on the same grid because it's already kind of peaking out. So let's do bridge. There we go. And then wire. We're gonna go over and up. There we go. The potential load is pretty high, but it's only when we're using the rock crusher. Okay, here we go. Diamond! There's diamond right there. There we go. Get that granite and then obsidian. Let's move it around. one more layer. Wait, no, don't do that yet. We need to make sure that this is a vacuum first. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Let's have them build 2 of those right here. Get rid of some of that atmosphere. And we'll do that after these 2 are built. Quite the contraption, let me tell you. Okay, we have a little bit extra water. Wrong one. Come on, Don, get it together. There we go. And we need plumbing, insulated pipe. I think it's over 1 too. Okay, and then I want to go down. There we go. And then let's cut this off here. Let all that fill out. Let's take you and go here. Just to help get all this extra polluted water out of the pipe there. Okay, and then we go up. Let's get rid of all that. Perfect. All right, most of this is taken care of now. How are we doing? How do we go down here? What do we? Okay, all those extra materials got wiped up. We need them to build the steel, which they're taking some time in doing. We're gonna build one of these here, and then we are going to buildings only. Break those open. And then all that should be a priority 9. Okay, give them a moment to do all of that. Let's look at... Wait, is our rocket ready to go? Let's look at the... we don't have anywhere to sweep that to, so... Let's see, where could we put you? You know, we could just put you here. There we go. Gives them somewhere to put it. And then on top of that, we have a new blueprint. Oh, omelets go on the other one. Here we go. Give us more food over here. Perfect. Okay, did they actually... No, they did not. Let's turn the priority up a notch. We're moving a little quick here. Hope it's okay. Pretty nice to see that a lot of this is getting done properly. Okay. Move that all the way up there. Might as well, right? Okay, hopefully all that gets done sooner. So this is the one that's going to drop down in. Let's see, we need to get rid of... Okay, it's a vacuum now, so we need to... Let's cut this wire. Get rid of this ventilation. And the pipe vent. There we go. We're being a little extra today. So again, this loop is gonna hopefully help cool down the petroleum enough to where we're able to put a liquid pump in it. We're going to probably increase the size of the actual pool here, so I don't know. Maybe that's not a good idea to move that yet. What if we open this up and give ourselves a bigger reservoir? Oh, man. Sorry, everybody. We're making changes. Alright. We're going to do that again. We're going to change this to higher priority and make this reservoir a little bit bigger. There we go. And then all the way up. Wait, let's go over one right here. Oh no, we don't want this out of igneous. We want this out of, if this is another volcano, we don't want it to be igneous rock. We want it to be that. We just want to give ourselves a little bit more wiggle room. Right? Yeah. Okay. And then we'll open this up and close it off once this is all dug out. Oh, man. Decisions. I know, I'm being very, lots of words. Lots and lots of words. Indecisive is the word that I was thinking of. I don't know what you were thinking of, but... There we go. We'll build all this, and then we will break this apart. Just going to give us more space for the petroleum to drop through. Might be better there. Aesthetically pleasing, right? There we go. Immediately starts pumping it over. There we go. Let's get those done so this area can just keep venting. And then let's not do that here. Okay. Alright. Leave them alone. What else are we doing here? Yes. We want a refinement. We want a metal refinery. Post that right there. Don't need to change those. There we go. So that's our loop. That's going to keep the refinery cold. We'll need a... I don't know if we'll need a reservoir, but we're just going to put one right next to it and fill it up with crude oil. They can't reach. There we go. More room is better. That's what we want. That'll be much better. Much more pleasing on the eyes. Yeah, I'm not going to put the liquid pump in here yet. I want to see what temperature that petroleum comes out at before we start pumping it out. Otherwise, we'll have to cool it down first and then put a liquid pump in here. Yeah. It may be a good idea to... think about that. And all that is still getting taken care of. We can get rid of these, let all this crude oil move around, and then we can wipe it up. Actually, let's wipe it up over here. There we go. Whew, man, that's a lot of work. Yeah, I think we will add that slick stir again. And then we are going to deconstruct these both and put closed doors in here. Super excited to try this though. What's overheated? Gas pump. Oh, it's because it's made out of cobalt. Okay. Change you material. Make you out of gold instead. Order rebuild. There we go. Oopsie. Go eat! You have mealwood available. Right here. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Yeah, they're rebuilding it out of gold since it's a little too hot down here. We're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna build that one out of gas, the gas filter out of the same thing. And we're gonna cut the power because it wasn't right. Okay, let's yeah, crew. We have plastic. It's full of plastic. The oxalate is gone. We have a couple extra things in here, like copper and everything. But we need more research, so we're going to launch our rocket. Where are we going? We're going to go here. Boom. Launch 3 successful. And away. Let's just check everything. We're making research. Good. Databanks. Unreachable. Oh, we ran out of power. Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to fix the power on this place. Might be just a good idea just to wait until, because, oh my gosh, look at those eggs. There's so many. Alright, we're good there. Let's scroll on, see how all this has turned out. Too much liquid. Alright. No, not dig. Deconstruct. Alright, let's go up here. Let's see. What do we have for power over here? Okay, so the power line is right there. We should put one of these like here, and then we're gonna need a large one. This is all behind the wall in our area, so I'm okay with this being over here. We want to go this way. Wait, no. We need to see how big our steams are gonna be. Let's pause. Power. Steam turbine. 1 and 2. Okay. Let's actually just do that. 1 and 2. Put those in there, right? And then we do need, oh boy. Forgot about something here. We forgot we need to relieve the pressure of the steam turbine inside of this loop. So, what we can do to fix that, add a vent. Not there, we'll do not a vent, add a vent here and here, and then we will put a bridge. There, and then we will put a liquid vent here and here. There we go. Then we want insulated pipe. Let's see, we will go straight down, and then cut you here, and here, and here. Okay. Perfect. We'll let that fix that up. How are we doing over here? Okay, we dropped a lot of that crude oil. Too much liquid. Yeah, I suppose that would be too much, wouldn't it? We'll mop this up. And then, yeah, go from there. Let's see. No, we need to move all this. There we go. This is just to fix the issues that we have with this crude oil just sitting here. We'll get this one situated, and then we will we'll get rid of this crude oil, and then we will open this up and get crude oil from here. Get it all out. Because we're still waiting on most of this to get done. There you go. You're gonna build it too? Thank you so much. Okay, let's mop that up. This is kind of like why I wish they would implement an airlock. You have rocket ships, but you can't make an airlock. Come on. It's the only grief I have. That's it. Almost there. We'll take care of this. This oil, or crude oil, hopefully we'll be able to pick it up pretty quick here. And I'll build it, thank you. we go. Wipe it up before it gets too... There we go. Fantastic. Alright. I think right here is a good place to slow it down, everyone. Right now, we are in the works of customizing our very own petroleum boiler. I had an idea in mind that I was playing with, but I did test it out a little bit further and noticed that, you know, you do run into heat issues if you don't cool down the crude oil enough. Not crude oil, the petroleum, because it will burn and damage the steel liquid pump if it's still too hot. So we're making this adjustment to try and avoid any of those issues. Again, I hope you enjoyed seeing a bit of my thought process go one direction and flip in the other one. Thank you for watching. Please let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or suggestions. I do take them into consideration as I'm building anything in this whole run. We'll talk to you all in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now.